Hey guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the Ryan, that's right, I'm first, the Ryan and Kelly Show. Howdy.
Hey guys.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We know that you could be listening to other shows, listening to music, doing a bunch of other things, but you took time out of your day to listen to us talk. So thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, follow us on the gram, Insta, IG, whatever you want to call it, at the Ryan and Kelly Show. We're also on Twitter, Ryan Kelly Show. And what are we going to talk about for episode number 2?
I think we're going to talk more about us as teenage parents.
So for all you parents listening that want to put like earmuffs over your kids because you want to, avoid that discussion or that topic of, because there's a lot of controversy with it. I mean, it kind of pisses some people off, but let's be real. If your kid's a teenager and in a relationship, well, let me backtrack. When I say teenager, I don't mean 13, 14. I probably mean 16, 17, 18. But your kids are probably doing stuff that the end result, it makes a baby. Just so happens that some of us might not make the, I don't want to say right decision, but sometimes shit happens. And that little plus sign comes up on that stick. I can remember when that happened with us, and it was kind of like one of those oh shit moments. It's like, wow, okay.
As a teenager, you don't think it will happen to you. You know what makes babies. You know that what you're doing could make a baby.
Did your parents ever have the talk with you?
Yes.
Oh. See, I never got the talk, so I didn't know what made babies.
Shut up.
So I don't take any fault in you becoming a teenage parent.
But even then, you really don't think it will happen to you. And then
because you're a teenager, you're invincible.
Yes.
You know everything. Yep. Parents, who are they to tell you? Because you know it all.
Yep. You're smarter than your parents.
Yep. Kind of funny. That could be like episode number 3, like talking about, holy crap, our parents weren't as stupid as we thought they were.
Nope.
They actually knew what they were talking about. But let's get back on topic.
All right.
So that plus sign came up, and
yep.
I mean, do you remember the day exactly? Or do you just generally remember, because I think there was a at-home pregnancy test.
There was.
And then there was a doctor's appointment.
Yes.
I think I remember the doctor's appointment. Not real sure, because that was a long time ago, and there was a lot of doctor's appointments.
Yeah, so we went to Planned Parenthood, which...
I
know.
I hope that doesn't trigger some of you.
So we went to Planned Parenthood, and I have to say I had a very good experience there. They never tried to force anything on me. In fact, I chose to go to them throughout my whole pregnancy and got all of my prenatal care through them. They actually delivered our oldest daughter, Jessie, who is now 22. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about Planned Parenthood.
Okay. And again, we said on episode number 1, we're not going to get real political or anything, but I hope that doesn't trigger you. And look, we're not going to censor things. We're going to try to be as real as possible, be authentic. I mean, shit, I might even post a picture of us from our studio in our bedroom with this little card table that's kind of falling apart. Our bedroom's kind of a mess. I'm in my pajamas.
So am I.
Kelly's in her PJs, but we said, you know what, screw it. This is who we are, so if you don't like it, you don't have to listen.
Exactly.
Yes. So, a little bit more about the teenage pregnancy. So you went through Planned Parenthood throughout the pregnancy.
Yes.
It was a good experience.
Yes.
They didn't try to sway you either way.
Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I was 17.
I was graduated at least when I became a dad. I was 19. And,
well,
yes.
Okay, you turned 19 2 days before she was born.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
She was almost born on my birthday, which would have been kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
But she's a Gemini just like me, and that's a whole nother topic. We now have 3 Geminis in the house, and it's kind of it's an interesting mix.
Yep.
To say the least.
Yep.
So when Jessie was born, like Kelly said, she was a month. You were 18.
I turned 18 3 weeks before she was born.
I was 19 when she was born. And I have to say, looking back, some of the looks that we got, just walking through certain stores, going out to restaurants,
Yes.
it wasn't as accepted back then, I think, as
No.
it is now.
You-
I think
you
it's a
could
little
see
bit
the-
more accepted.
Yeah, you could see the judgment in people's faces and whatever. There was no going back to change it. We had a baby.
But I think some of that has to do with, too, that Kelly looks really young.
Well, I did
And
back then.
she still looks young. But back then, I mean, you were 16 or 17, and you probably looked like you were 12.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. I remember one time going out. It was right after Jessie was born, and I went and met my dad for lunch. And my dad was carrying Jessie into the restaurant, and I was carrying the diaper bag. And the looks we were getting, and I'm pretty sure people thought that it was his baby, and that he was some old guy, and I was some.
He was a sugar
I
daddy.
was some 12-year-old with a baby, but yeah.
As far as the judgment goes, we just kind of didn't let it get to us, really.
No.
I mean, there was no going back. You were pregnant, and we knew we were keeping the baby, so we just tried to do our own thing.
Well, yeah, and we were very fortunate that our families were both supportive.
Very fortunate.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been as easy. Definitely wouldn't have been as easy. I think it would have put a lot more pressure and strain on our relationship
Yeah.
if we didn't have the support that we had. Both sets of parents were great. Grandparents
Yes.
were great. And in fact, I mean, they were very hands-on,
Yes.
which was nice and very helpful. So we thank you for that if you're listening.
Yes.
I just kind of feel bad because I know when it happened with us, a lot of people kind of will force you into doing stuff maybe that you don't want to do, like getting married.
Right.
We didn't get married right away, and I didn't think that we needed that at that time.
I don't think we were ready for that. And I know it kind of sounds stupid because,
Here we are having a kid.
right, and we were living together and, we were acting married, I guess.
Right.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't want to get married because I was going to dip. I was going to bounce. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to have anything to do with this. It's all her fault. I'm out.
Yep.
In reality, that's not the case at all. I was very hands-on. I was a very hands-on dad, especially for being as young as I was. And we just made a good team. But I think also there's so many kids, and if there's any teenagers out there listening, which if they are, rad. But if you find yourself, pregnant as a teenager, there is hope.
It's not the end of the world.
No, you will get through it. And I mean, shit, if you need support, if you need help, suggestions, just need to
Guidance.
talk to someone, reach out to us. Kelly will probably be a better one to talk to. She's more, I don't know.
Better.
Yeah, she's better.
I'm more better.
She's my better half.
Aw.
But just know that it's not the end of the world.
No, it's not something we go out and promote and encourage people to do, but it's definitely not the end of the world. It's not, your life is not over just because you get pregnant young. I think in some ways there's some advantages to having kids young. Maybe
Oh
not
my
as young
God,
as,
don't say that. People are going to go out now and have kids as teenagers.
I don't, again, we don't go out and promote it or encourage it, but if it happens, it happens. And
But there are advantages, I have to say.
Yeah.
You know what? It is kind of cool being that Jessie is 22 now.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be turning 23 in about 6 months. But I remember when she went out with us and our friends at the local sports bar
yeah,
that we used to go to quite a bit. And it's kind of cool having your
because we're still, young and hip.
yes, exactly. But having your older daughter there and ordering drinks with you and tipping a few back, it's
Yeah.
kind of awesome.
It is kind of awesome.
It is.
It is kind of awesome that we're only 40 and we're at this point in our life where life got easier suddenly.
It did get easier. the kids are, our youngest is, she'll be turning 12.
12, yep.
They're all pretty independent. They all kind of, shit, we have 2 kids driving. Even though Jessie is going to college and working full time. So she's not around to help as much with like the Uber service. But Andrew, on the other hand, he is the built-in Uber for us now. So life did all of a sudden get easier for us.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a cool stage to be in. It's also kind of sad, a little bit, just because, I don't know, we're getting older, and I think we have to cherish these moments, because before you know it, they're not gonna be at the house anymore.
Right.
And it's just gonna be us talking to each other in front of a microphone. We'll be on episode 1000 by then. If we're still together. I don't know if we'll be together after the kids leave the house.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, because I think they're the glue that holds us together.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with me wanting to be with you.
No.
No.
Not at all.
If you guys haven't picked up on it yet, we're very sarcastic. Something we can say for another episode too is about PDA, public displays of affection.
Yes.
And
we are very big into those.
Yes, so much so that when Jess, Kelly, and I hug each other, the kids run out of the room.
Yes.
And one of them's making gagging sounds. The other one swears that they're blind.
They are thoroughly grossed out.
Yes.
If we hug.
From a hug. Well, we got a little bit off topic. I don't know.
Bit.
I don't know how we ended up here talking about teenage pregnancy. Did you get to walk for your graduation?
No. I chose to do independent study my last semester of high school. And because of that, I was not allowed to walk with my high school graduating class. I could have walked through the district ceremony, but that was for all of the kind of continuing education kind of.
What are you doing? Are you putting a label on?
Naughty. I never went anywhere other than my high school, so I always thought it was stupid. But so I didn't get to walk. I sat in the stands and watched all my friends graduate. I did graduate, but I just didn't get to walk.
And I think you had a baby.
I did. I think she was 10 days old while we sat and watched.
I didn't sit and watch. I wasn't there.
You were there.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. But yeah. Whatever.
He's old.
I know. Is that a memory that you wish you had, or?
No, I think because I became a mom young, I kind of got to see that there are more important things in life than walking in a graduation ceremony. So.
Come on, but that's high school. Those are the best memories of your life.
At that time, to a typical 18-year-old.
Paul Kai, Al Bundy rules.
Boynton Park High School, class of 96. I think to a typical 18-year-old, walking in your graduation ceremony is huge. I think it's kind of a rite of passage. It's a big moment to be done with school. But to me, who already had a 10-day-old, it kind of lost its importance because I had this new little life that I knew was way more important than walking in some ceremony.
To nurture and take care of, and she would look at you with goo-goo eyes and go, "Mama."
Yes. At 10 days old.
Yes.
She was brilliant.
Did you guys know that she walked at a month old? Hey, that's another episode. We can talk about bragging parents bragging that their kid walks at 5 months old and can already read at 2 months.
Yes.
Yes, and can speak 4 languages.
I think we're kind of the opposite of bragging parents.
Yeah, we really don't talk much about.
I'll be the first to tell you my kids are turds.
Well, she said turds. Really, sometimes our kids are dicks, and I think it's okay to call your kid a dick. In fact, to their face, you can say that. At least at the age they are now.
You have to tell them they're acting like one. They aren't one.
Well, yeah, they're not this
phallic
symbol walking like through the house, and I'm talking to this. Whatever. You guys get the point. I think we just lost some tuner inners, some listeners with that. But if that's the case, and you know what, Kelly and I went back and forth regarding the show, just because we knew that the way some people see us outside of the house, or once they really get to know us, that they might be, holy shit, I didn't know they were like that. But you know what? As one of our good friends wrote to us, told us that I'm not here to make friends. I just want to live my best life for me, for my family, do what's right for them. And if I offend people, so be it. I don't really care anymore.
I don't know that anybody would be surprised by you.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Ryan's the social one.
I am social.
He talks to everyone.
Even though the older I get, I become more standoffish.
No, only in certain situations.
Certain situations, but I am pretty social.
Yeah.
I enjoy talking to people.
I'm not the social one.
Kelly doesn't like talking to people.
That's why this is good, because I'm...
This is getting her out of her comfort
Yes.
zone. Again, oh my God, squirrel. We're so off topic. We were talking about teenage pregnancy and walking, in your high school graduation, and here
Yes.
we are talking about me being social and you not being social.
Yep. This is us, though.
Hey, it's our show. If you don't like it, listen to something else. Hit that stop button.
We have recommendations.
For shows?
Yeah, on who you could listen to.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite, but I think a lot of you get triggered if you listen to him, because every other word is fuck. I mean, like every other word. It's the MFCEO project. My boy Andy Frisella. I also like Gary Vaynerchuk. Both of them are very outspoken. They don't see anything wrong with using the word fuck. Kind of like me.
Yeah.
And that's another episode we can talk about. Kids cussing. And
Well,
cussing
you're not a
around your
kid.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God, squirrel again. We're so off topic. So let's reel this back in.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit more about teenage pregnancy. Is there anything that you look back on, any regrets? And I know you're going to say no, but honestly, are there any regrets? Would you have done anything differently?
Honestly, no. Given the cards that we kind of dealt ourselves, I don't want to say that we were dealt because we made those choices.
You're taking responsibility for actions?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I know.
It was my parents' fault. They didn't have to talk with me.
I don't have regrets. I don't know. I am happy with the end result of where we are
Makes sense.
and who we became.
Right. We both, just so you guys know, we both attempted to go to college. It was pretty difficult just working and raising a kid, even though we did have a lot of family support. And quite honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, is I kind of used maybe being a young parent and going to college as an excuse on why I didn't want to do it or why I dropped out.
Right.
I went for maybe 2 years, 4 semesters, would have every intention in going through with it, but each semester I would end up dropping classes. It wasn't a priority for me at the time, and quite honestly, I don't regret that. College isn't for everyone, and that's another episode we're going to talk about. I think today there's so much pressure for kids to go to college, and that's the end all be all. Like, and I disagree. But anyways, where was I going with this?
That you and I, neither of us finished college.
We didn't finish college. I got in. I was working in construction at the time.
We could have.
We could have. We had we could have gone to night school. There's plenty of people out there that were teenage parents that finished college. I just didn't like school. I mean, and those are some good topics that we'll bring up down the road as far as my schooling experience. Started in elementary school. I was a dick, major, and
then he wonders why our kids are that way.
Yes, but Kelly, on the other hand, was that star student, that quiet little girl, that smart girl.
I was.
Never gave her teachers any trouble.
I had to write my name on the board once in kindergarten.
Me, on the other hand, my desk was put outside. I guess I was social starting back then.
Yes.
Yes. The teacher just couldn't contain my socialness.
Right. That's a good way to put it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I used being a young parent as an excuse, but in reality, it's because I didn't like school and I didn't see the need for me to go to college. What I wanted to do, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew college wasn't the right fit for me.
I think that was part of the problem for me was I didn't know what I wanted to do other than I was a mom and I knew obviously I wanted to be a mom. So sticking with college wasn't a priority because I didn't have an end goal in mind. Which I don't think that's just because I was a teenage parent. I think that is pretty typical of a lot of 18-year-olds.
It's very typical. And I think looking back, I kind of wish that Kelly finished school or went through with it, only because she's freaking smart. I mean, I don't think she gets enough credit for how smart she is. She's a lot smarter than me, and I think that's why our kids are pretty smart, is because of your DNA, not my DNA.
I think your mom would disagree.
Oh, my mom would disagree. Anyways, we have our strengths.
Yes.
My strength is more science, math. Yours is...
I'm definitely more of an English.
She's an English major.
Yeah, I don't like numbers. I like words.
Right, exactly.
That's just me.
But I just think that, even though I don't think college is for everyone, I think Kelly has a natural, like, her calling, I think, would to be a teacher, or something with kids. And I think that, like, you should go back to school right now and become a teacher.
I have no desire to go back to school and become a teacher, though.
Well, I want you to be.
I don't really care what you want me to be.
Okay. Because I want you to get in as a teacher and then put your time in.
And then support you?
And then, yeah, when I retire, you can still work.
Oh, okay.
And then when you retire, we'll have your pension.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
see,
a
I
good
had
plan.
plans. I had plans for Kelly. Anyways, we got way off topic on this. I apologize. We'll try to reel it in on the upcoming episodes. I guess if we were gonna kind of, we were talking about teenage pregnancy, becoming
Yes.
teenage parents. So any words of advice for anyone out there? I know we said it's not the end of the world, blah, 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 but any other words for anyone that might be a teenager and pregnant that's listening?
I think the biggest advice, and I think it's hard for a lot of people, is you really have to go with your gut and know that you can do this and tune out all the negativity. You have to not listen to society and what they think.
So go against the grain?
Yeah. You have to start, you become a parent and it kind of forces you out of your comfort zone anyways, even if you're 30. But to do it young, you definitely are going to have to learn to have a voice and use that voice and tune everybody else's voices out.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
Preach.
So do you.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you are the one that can do best for that baby.
Well, unless they're a drug addict.
True. But then you are the one that can do best by putting that baby up for adoption.
Oh, see? She is smart.
Yeah.
See? Look at that.
Yep.
Anyways, if you need to get in touch with us, you can through social. Again, it is Ryan and Kelly Show for Instagram. For Twitter, it's Ryan Kelly Show. And then also, you can email us. And I think our email is ryanandkellyshow@gmail.com. Pretty sure that's it. If it gets bounced back, I don't know. If
Then
it's
that's
someone
not
else,
it.
then it's not us. If it's some weird dude and girl named Ryan and Kelly that replies kind of funky, then it's not us. But just go to the website and our email will be up there. I think we're going to cut it off here for episode number 2. We will see you back, or actually we won't see you. Oh, speaking of seeing, one of the things that we're going to incorporate is video into our podcast. We're going to start, I don't want to say live streaming, but we will have a video or a recorded version of the show up. Also, probably on YouTube and some other platforms in the near future.
So you can see how cute we are.
Yes, exactly. In our PJs, me sipping on my coffee at our card table that's falling apart and all
Yep.
that good stuff. I was thinking about doing like a cool little studio, but part of me doesn't want to because Really, I
Not
want
real life.
I want you guys to see like how we live and like who we are, and it's okay that you don't have to put on a show just for everyone else. Just kind of be you.
Yep.
Live your best life.
That's it.
That's it. And we are out of here. We got stuff to do.